looking to be in a great position to control this game. Not only did he recently get that solo kill on Dandy, but now coming top, gets a kill for his team, comes back towards this mid lane, is inching closer and closer to that Blink Dagger, and that's what he needs to really start getting and having a great impact on this game. He's got backup coming mid lane to help stall off this tower push, and it's Dubas who's got the third point in Illuminate. So he got the second in Chakra, now deciding he needs the counter push from the Illuminate. I think this is an okay decision here, making sure he got that early second point in Chakra, but now they're going to be looking to hold off this push here. PL even TPing towards the middle lane, just to hold him off. But I mean, I feel Nagasiren's just going to start chasing PL around the map, slowing down his farm wherever he goes.
Yeah, well, I mean, Nagasiren definitely can do that. I'm very surprised that Arsaw TP mid instead of just going back to his safe haven on top. In fact, it seems like he wants to look for a gank, very aggressive gank from a Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer, again, for people that isn't too familiar with this hero, and we don't see him in a lot of games. He's a farmer. He's not the one that should be roaming around, but that's exactly what he's doing. Okay, God, seems like you're a little bit off. Mag's gonna pour it out. Do we have any nets? No, both nets were used. So unfortunately unable to get the kill. Meanwhile, Arsaw finally made it back to his lane. Meanwhile, the solo Lich, Light of Heaven, has Tranko boots up. 1,400 gold. Not too bad. Man, these kills are just happening everywhere. I'm sorry, guys, but I do not expect a kill near the tier 2 of a bot lane.
Yes. Solo kills in unusual positions. Sanking getting Chen in his own jungle now. Yeah. Nagasiren just near the tier 2 tower, and it's an interesting, very unconventional game coming out from both these two teams. I mean, the PL build is one thing, but the kills that are happening as well.
Yeah.
As PL, we'll see if he gets the Doppelwalk now. He's just about to hit that level 9. Maybe a misclick we can attribute it to. But it is going to be another point in Juxtapose. He's not going Doppelwalk. We are going to be seeing him just looking to get up there as many illusions as possible. And I guess rely on illusions and just the confusion factor to escape. He is going to push down this tier 1 top tower, and that's going to give him a bit of gold. It actually goes to the Enigma, but still is additional gold going his way. Na'Vi getting a tower in exchange at mid lane. Both teams just looking to start upping the pressure and start pressuring towers one by one.
I guess the silver lining in this build is you're pressuring towers. You're making sure that someone is going to be in your lane. Your team is not playing, true 5v4. Now, with that said, again, your illusions are doing 25% of your base damage, so it's doing like 16, 17. So it's not really damage. Meanwhile, Dandy didn't have the best start like you mentioned, but one of the best thing about Tinker, you could always do this. Pull Ancient, you're right back in the game. It gets you so much gold. He's sitting at 1,000 gold right now. After this, he's gonna be up to 1,500. So it's just an insane amount of farm that you can get, basically for free. Just that good. Knight of Heaven, Ghost Scepter Rush. I was gonna say he's gonna be very, very close towards his mech, but Ghost Scepter is a thing, very, very important thing against Goblin.
Yeah, and I feel this is the big issue, especially a Lich who is just so prone to being taken. The only alternative is maybe going for a very fast 4-staff or something. But the Ghost Scepter, I mean, you get the boost to all your stats. You do get, it is slightly cheaper, and it is a bit more practical as far as dealing with Templar Assassin. When you got the Blink, you can always chase after the 4-staff. And there we go, Blink now up for Goblin. He's going to be able to really start looking for more and more kills. And with the initiation, the stuns from the Sand King. I mean, you've got the Enigmas now starting the Enigma knockdown with Maleficent as well as Black Hole. I mean, this is actually looking like a decent position for Dara to be in. Enigma's got his mech up. He's got some decent farm all around. So Dara, the one thing they need to do is get this PL really on track to his Relic and Radiance, and then they'll be in a great position.
Ooh, great micro here for Puppy. Drop Sentry Wards, just making sure they are ready for Goblin. Goblin with haste. Chain Frost being dropped. Goblin melts. Should be fine for now. He's balling through. The net finds him. What play from Puppy. He micro perfectly. Clap, net, wards down. Man, if you're learning Chen, that's exactly what he should have done. He had mech an Arcane for himself as well. Jesus, just great play.
Yeah, that was something special from Papi, as we're going to see whether or not, I mean, it's going to be enough. I mean, Templar Assassin is already, I mean, he just got his Blink Dagger, he does go down, but the benefit from that is he hasn't actually lost much gold. He's lost a bit of momentum, as, I mean, if that's something that can actually be measured or counted for much, but it's something where he's been getting kill after move around the map, and now he's going to be less confident to continue doing so. He may just sort of go back, look for places to farm, and as a result, they're going to slow things down, and it's going to be Na'Vi who start controlling the tempo of this game, start finding the openings for those pushes, and they have got a pretty scary team fight of themselves. I mean, that Nagasiren ultimate can just be so useful at setting up big AoE combos, such as the Lich and Venomancer ultimates.
Here we go. I mean, one thing really odd about this, as we see Goblin being forced back, man, he just goes in and he loses every bit of his HP, refraction charge or not. It's just insane. But one thing I want to point out about the way that Havos is playing this Naga, he's just going into very deep parts of enemy territory. We saw the kill earlier on near the tier 2. We see him forcing PL back to his tower. It seems like Emo or Havos here, he just doesn't care about dying. He's just so tanky. He always has a Song of Siren to fall back upon too, so he's just not afraid.
Yeah, it's the cheese escape. Just pop the ultimate and then TP out, and there's nothing you can really do about it. I mean, it's one of those surefire things. And now Na'Vi, I mean, they're taking down towers. They're just one by one. And unlike what happened last game with Dara getting towers, it's not like Na'Vi are losing out on XP and farm as well at the same time. It's fairly even in terms of XP between the two teams. And Na'Vi with the gold lead for the moment. It is the thing where they have to worry about Dara, who do have that late game PL. But even PL with a Radiance, they can still deal with in a late game scenario, I feel, with this Naga Siren, one of such a strong carry, and it looks like he is going to be going for a fast relic and turning that into a Radiance, unless he changes his mind. I mean, he could turn the Vitality boost into a Heart, but I feel this is more likely going to be a Radiance for the Naga Siren.
I think Radiance is a little bit more effective. I mean, this is a PL versus a Naga situation. Naga's out farming the PL, gold per minute quite a bit. I'm sure the tower helped out. But this is also a Naga that's been going off the lane, didn't have nearly as much support from a dedicated, Keeper of the Light. And still, Havos is just farming well. His team is doing quite well. Now they're going to help his team to take down tier 1. Meanwhile, PL is kind of just roaming around, not doing too much of anything.
Yeah, PL's really struggling to find a home for himself, find a lane to farm. But Dara, they've managed to take out Roshan in this time. Na'Vi not suspecting, and that's one of